What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Larry content. Yes, I know it has been far too long, and I do apologize, but we are finally getting this thing out of retirement, and today we're going to be tackling something that we should have done years ago. But before we get into that, she ain't been cranked since, I think, 2024. Let's put the key to her, see what she does. Thank goodness she did crank. It honestly sounded pretty good doing it. So I hear you, Larry. You ready to be brought back to life as well. Now, what are we doing today? We got some big plans coming for this truck very soon, but we got to start with the number one thing that we should have done long ago, and that is taking care of this hideous freaking frame. Holy crap. Now, it's not bad. There's no structural issue or anything like that. It's just completely surface rusted. Like every inch of it. There's no factory coating whatsoever. Now, this is a full Southern truck. Always has been, always will be. But whatever Ford was using on the 10th gens just did not stick on this truck. Now, this is a 97, so this is the first year of the 10th gen body style. So, I don't know. I've seen some decent frames, and I've seen some that are falling apart. So, we're somewhere in between. Structurally good, but definitely not looking good. I mean, Ford's always been bad about having the frames hang down below the body. Not super bad in the 10th gens, but you still can see it, and obviously it looks terrible. So today we're going to be ripping the entire front end off of this truck, stripping the full thing, and then painting it. I'm going to get this thing jacked up, sitting on jack stands, tear the whole front end apart, and then I'll catch up with y'all once we're ready to start stripping the frame. Catching back up with y'all a couple hours later, and we have definitely made a lot of progress. We're getting her nice and shined up. There are several spots on this truck that absolutely suck. One of which, this big guy right here, and then all of that back there is just, it's gonna be freaking miserable. The front is, of course, as well, a royal pain in the butt, but this is one of those things that the outcome is 100% based off of your prep work. So however much time you want to put into this thing, getting it as smooth as possible, it's gonna 100% translate to how good the finished product ends up coming out. So definitely spend a lot of time on those places that you are gonna see. And then, you know, if you wanna just knock the dust off in some other spots, you can do that. But I'm doing my best to treat Larry right and get up underneath here and just, it takes so freaking long. This crap sucks. All these wires I got pop free, so I'm gonna get up in there and get that out as best as possible. But gosh, dog, it's so bad. This one's probably worse than denim was, honestly. The bad thing about these brushes is they'll get where they're like tilted or twisted in the direction that it spins, and they quit working as good. And there's no reverse, so you can't spin it in the opposite direction to actually make it bite again. And I'm out of those, so I might tonight go pick up some more. Definitely not gonna get finished for this today, but I'm gonna get after it some more. I'll catch up with y'all, hopefully with a bare frame. Well, after working on this thing for about 5 hours today, on top of yesterday, we're about ready to start painting. So let's quickly do a walk around and check it out. So she is looking really freaking good underneath. Got all the way around. It's looking good. Now, this is not a show truck, okay? So every single spot everywhere is not perfect. But that's not the point of this truck, like I said. But I did feel like Larry deserved a proper job. So this side was not fun at all because all the cables. But I did spend quite a long time getting all the major stuff nice and smooth. Now we just got to go back with a leaf blower, blow all the dust out from the cracks and all of the top of the frame on the ground and everything. Then we're going to wipe it all down with rubbing alcohol. And then hopefully this wind is going to stop and we'll be ready for our first coat of paint. All right, let's go ahead and get us a healthy amount of rubbing alcohol. We're just going to wipe it all down, even the places that we didn't get the wire wheel in. We'll just go ahead and make sure that they're clean so the paint can stick. I think this is going to come out looking really good. I did spend a long time on this, longer than I spent on denim or gamble, but I think Larry deserves it. And this one's probably the most unfun. I feel like denim, I don't know, denims wasn't fun either. None of this is fun if I'm being completely honest, but Larry specifically was kind of a royal pain in the butt for some reason, mainly because all this bull crap is so tight. Your brake lines are also hard lines, so they're pretty tucked into the frame. But I think it's going to be worth it. It's going to look really good. And even though we are about to change a lot about Larry, which y'all will see in a soon to follow this video, it's going to look good. The wind's still blowing, but it's in gusts, so I guess we're going to spray in between those gusts. But everything is wiped down now, and I have our cardboard up, just protecting a couple of things. I don't really care about overspray, to be honest, but you don't want it to look bad. So got the gas tank covered up, got the rear shocks covered up, everything else, I don't really care if it's black. But anyways, it's time to start spraying, boys. Just like every other frame that we've painted, we're going to be using the VHT roll bar and chassis. Give it some shakes, get to spraying. I ended up doing 2 more coats off camera. Obviously the sun is going down, the temperature is dropping like crazy, so I'm hoping that doesn't mess up the drying process. But dude, check her out. Holy crap, Larry without a rusty frame, this is just insane. So I'm stoked on it. I think it's gonna look absolutely killer. Obviously it already does, but typically this stuff, when you spray it on there, it can be a little bit uneven, but typically it dries really nice. So it's like a semi-gloss finish, and I think it's gonna look absolutely killer. So I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow at some point once it dries. Check it out. All right, next morning, let's go ahead and check out the frame and see how she looks. It's freaking cold. Dude, it looks so good. Oh yeah, it looks freaking good. I am stoked on that. Blair Bear, we did it. We finally actually did it. Oh yeah. Dude, I am stoked with that. But I'm not gonna drag this video off any longer. Drag it off? What the world? Drag it on any longer. We gotta get Larry off of jack stands, which means we gotta get the front end back under this thing. And if you don't know, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it, okay. Hold off to the next video. I'm gonna tackle it tomorrow, which is Monday, because Tuesday we apparently got a super bad high wind, 70 mile per hour storm coming through. which might blow Larry off the jack stands. So I definitely got to get it knocked out before then. But I'm very excited. Whole new look coming for Larry. And, you know, just going back to our roots. Gonna get back to enjoying Larry like I used to. Drive this thing all the time. Just nice, simple, clean. So hopefully y'all did enjoy. Drop a comment, let me know. I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Almost forgot to check out the front cross member. That guy has never looked good till now.